Well, how you doing, everyone? Josh the Collector Guy. Hope you all had an awesome week this week, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you did, hope you were able to go out and have a little bit of a hunt. Hope you found awesome things, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you had an awesome week. Well, these are my finds for the week, ladies and gentlemen. Got some awesome Redlines here off the good old eBay. I'll get to much later in the vid. Some stuff there off my mad mate, and also here as well, 2 loose ones I bought off him. Some stuff I bought at a little collector's shop I'll get to in just a sec. And also some very cool finds from the flea markets. Found something at each flea market today, so I was very happy with that. We'll get to them soon as well. I'll start off with this stuff I found here at a little collector's shop. Don't really go there too often, because sometimes he really doesn't have like die-cast cars and that, but I thought, I'll go have a look, and what do you know, I find 2 things. So I was pretty happy with that. Found an old sort of car cartoon book. I know that doesn't make any sense, like little caricatures of cars. I like drawing my cars like this as well when I do draw, like with a big engine out the back and the big meaty tyres and everything, and nothing better than a good old muscle car, and it's Australian too. Printed in Australia, made in Australia. Actually, it was pretty much produced a couple of suburbs over from me, which is pretty cool. A little bit of local hot rodding sort of cartoon memorabilia there, you could say. Flicking through the book, it's got all the cars and the pretty much that sort of stance and everything with the big engines out the back. Some funny humour in it as well, of course, which is very cool. Some very nice looking vehicles in here as well. There's also a few American cars in here as well, which was pretty cool. So got it for pretty cheap as well. I reckon I got a pretty good deal on it. Got a big blown engine there, so I was pretty happy with that. And also found this old Leslie Matchbox here. It's actually quite light considering the age of it, I believe. It's just, that's made out of plastic. I just think that's so unusual. The only thing die-cast on is the actual truck bit, and that's pretty much it. You'd think for this sort of era of Matchbox and that, they'd make a die-cast. But anyway, couldn't resist it. Pretty cool little horse float, put the old horse in there. I don't know if it would have came with the horse, but still pretty cool little truck. I was very happy to find those. And get to the flea market stuff now. Found some cool things at the flea market. The old Buick stock car here. I believe it's a Buick. Very nice looking car. Old GM Thunder, as I'd like to say. Very nice. I got it carded. Now I got it loose, so I'm pretty happy with that. Found some Tomicas again at the market. Gee, that didn't make sense. At the market, excuse me. Got the old Isuzus again, the 2 little elves. I can't read Japanese, but I bet that says it's very chilly in this truck. So very cool little truck. I like my Isuzus. And the old grey one here as well. As I always say, Tomicas seem to do quite good detail on their models. Very cool. Glad to pick them up. And the seller even threw in this GMC motorhome. I didn't have it in this variation. The played to bits, smashed down to bare metal variation, so that was pretty cool. That was very nice of him as well. Love my GMC motorhomes. And also, one of the other coolest finds from the flea market was this old tipper truck. No, it's not a Buddy L. No, it's not a Tonka. It's actually a Matchbox. I was quite surprised when I looked at it. Made in Korea, which is quite unusual. In my opinion, you usually see it made in Japan, or as Matchbox were known for, always made in England, so that's very cool. All pretty much die-cast. Very nice big chunky truck. I love my trucks as well, couldn't resist that. That was a very cool find from the flea market. Now we get to the stuff off my mad mate. Old Super California Custom right here. It's missing its big fat wheels at the back, but still cool. I believe that's a Charger. Didn't have this car at all in the collection, or even in the Super California Custom series, so that's very cool. Old Pontiac Firebird here, old Matchbox one, made in Macau. Very cool. I reckon that's around the 80s or whatever, of course, being a Firebird. Very nice looking car in the black. Got some carded stuff now as well. Old classic caddy, quite a little bit of a pricey variation as well, according to the Tom Mart's book, but I'm not sure if that's 100% correct as of today, but still very cool. Love my caddies. Very cool colour combination as well. Fortunately, it's been ripped there and he stapled it, but that doesn't bother me. Look at the back. Very cool. Love the card art on that. Looks like, I believe that's a Rolls Royce or something. Another interesting find off my mad mate, the old GMC motorhome again. But this one's actually made in India, so I'd say it'd be a Leo, so that's pretty cool. You really don't see a lot of the Indian made stuff. It's quite cool and unusual to have it in the collection, and of course being a GMC motorhome I couldn't pass it up. Very cool, and being a blue card of course. Absolutely adore my blue cards. And something I really haven't seen either from Matchbox, the old Skybusters. Very cool, old USA NASA space shuttle. That was pretty cool. A little bit of a damaged box, but my mate did me a good deal on it, and I couldn't resist being a USA vehicle or whatever, and even being an old Matchbox and presented like this. So cool. We'll flip around the back and have a little bit of a look at some of the nice aircraft there. Looks like an old German warbird there. Very cool. I love how they did the artist's drawing of these airplanes. It's just so cool. Very retro, very, I believe it's from the 70s, so it looks very cool. I love it when they do stuff like that. It's just awesome to find stuff in its original packaging, to see how stuff back then was actually brought out compared to today. It's just absolutely awesome. And last but not least, my eBay Redline finds. Got lots of awesome ones. Found another bug eye. Well, these four here are part of the lot, so the bug eye was included in this. Very cool. I might have this colour variation, I might not. Still, I don't mind the bug eye. Very cool, unusual looking car. I can see where it gets its name from. Opening hatch on the back, very nice little car. Old super van here, quite a sort of a rare variation of this super van. I'm just glad to have one now. I know it's not in the best shape, and even someone's painted in the lights and everything on it, but it doesn't bother me. If this is the only one I find, well, that doesn't bother me. I'm just glad to have an example of it in my collection. Love the colour, love the tampo design and everything. Just so cool, as just so 70s and early 80s. Very cool. Well, pretty much 70s actually, not 80s. Another Alive 55, very cool. Love the enamel. I love the enamel paint from the 70s. It's so cool. I actually didn't have this colour variation of the Alive 55. Very cool. Love the green colour. He's even painted the lights on this one as well, which is a bit unusual. But anyway, Tampo's not in the best of shape, but love it. Love my Nomads. And another car I absolutely adore, the Lowdown. As you may have seen in my previous vid, I found one at the Flea Market. Well, got this one off eBay in this lot, so very cool. I love my Lowdowns. This one's probably in a little bit better shape than my other one, but still, hey, if I had 5, 10 of these cars, it wouldn't bother me. I just love them. They're so cool. Very classic NASCAR era. Well, 70s era of NASCAR. Very cool. Love it. And last but not least, another colour variation of the classic Nomad. And it's born in the USA as well, so that's very cool. That's why I love the Nomad. It's made in the USA. I love seeing stuff made in the USA, also Australia as well, but I think I have a bit of a soft spot for the stuff made in the USA. And I love my Nomads as well. So I believe this is my 10th, yep, 10th colour of the Nomad. I've got a couple left to get. Some of them I do have left to get are quite hard to find, I think, but I'm sure I'll be able to track it down. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my haul. Hope you enjoyed it this week, ladies and gentlemen. Probably not as much as some of the other weeks, but nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed hearing me go on about the cars again, and I hope you enjoyed a bit of the humour I might have thrown in this week. Well, that's it this week, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for commenting, subscribing, whatever you do. I appreciate it. I know I blabber on about it every single week, but I appreciate you all tuning in, and I appreciate you leaving a comment, liking the video, or whatever you do. I really do. I'm probably blabbering on about it, but thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Well, that's it, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, as always, everyone, happy hunting. Keep the hobby strong. See you later, everyone. Have an awesome week.